What is up, everyone? TristanDubois here, doing a Destiny Flawless Raider Achievement Guide. And I just wanted to say, in my last video, I set a goal of getting 10 likes to do this achievement guide, and I got about 17, so doing almost double what I said. I just want to say thank you for all the support you gave me, and it's time to start this video. Now, first things first, you're going to want to have a group of experienced players, so probably level 30s, probably people you know. But if you don't think that they need to be 30, they know what they're doing, that's fine. Second of all, level 26. To start off, there's a very specific reason not to do level 30, and that's because it's level 30. Now, some of the other things you're going to want to keep in mind is, first off, you're going to want to make sure you have nothing on your class that's going to kill you right off anyways. Trip mine grenades should be switched off at this point. Don't care how good you are with them, accidents happen. As well as on your class, you're going to want to have 2 people in your group that have maxed icebreakers, and you're going to want to have as many people as you possibly can carry a Galahorn, just because of the damage that it does. If you can do more damage with something else, I don't know what it is, pick what you can. Pretty much anything you're comfortable with, grab it. Now, when you go through here, we had 4 hunters actually, and a warlock and a titan. You don't necessarily have to have all these. It depends on your strategies and what you want to do and mix it up. But I'm just going to recommend having that kind of setup. The Warlock is no longer necessary because you're not going to cheese the Templar, but having a Titan at the end is very, very, very helpful. So anyways, jumping in right now, I'm going to say there's 2 different ways that you can do the sync plates in the beginning. First way is to do it normally. There's only 4 spawning locations for enemies. It's not really that difficult. You may just have to take a few tries at it. The second part, or the second way to do it, if you spawn in, the sync plate's already captured for your team, you can leave the area, and if you leave the area, that keeps any enemies from spawning because you're not close enough to them, and it actually will build the tower while you're not there. So as long as you leave the area for about 3 minutes, the tower will be built by itself, and you can come back and just walk right into the raid. Now, just for the sake of this video, I'm going to show you the spawn locations. This one there, one here, one in the top corner back there, and then one on this broken down gate. Now, I'm just going to glitch my way into the Vault of Glass here to show you how to do the rest of it. But if you've never done this before, or at least one of these ways before, you could try it a few times. I've tried doing the leaving the area thing. It's worked for me. I don't know if maybe they patch it or what, but every time I've tried so far, it's worked. And you know, when you're doing this also, make sure you're communicating with your teammates and letting them know where those Minotaurs are, because those are the only real guys that you have to worry about. Everything else is just a distraction. But yeah, that's how you get in there if you didn't know. I've never tried to get out, but yeah. So the rest of this is the Trials of Kabara. Now, if you noticed, I just jumped on a rock and got hurt, which is going to bring up my next point. While you're doing the Vault of Glass, there's going to be a lot of random BS that happens. I know for a fact that after we finished doing this raid, and this made us a little bit upset, they put in the patch notes that they finally fixed Atheon, that he sent everyone back in time now, instead of just sending like one person by accident or not sending anyone. I know for a fact there was about 4 or 5 times where we made it all the way to Atheon and then he glitched on us. So there's going to be a lot of BS, and one of those things besides Atheon is the fact that sometimes you'll stand on a corner and you'll get hurt. Just happens. Now, that doesn't sound like it will kill you right off, but sometimes landing on these rocks or like a corner here, it happens. You know, you can't get too mad. There's a lot of stuff that happens. Your teammates are also trying to get this achievement, so if someone dies, you know, don't get too pissed off. It just happens. When you're coming down these steps here, make sure you go one at a time. Some people will just jump over you, and if you're jumping at the same time, it will cause you to lose your upward momentum and just fall. It's happened a few times while I've been playing, and you know, you have to restart the raid, or you can wait for somebody to finish their jump. You might as well just wait. But once you get everyone down here, you're going to want to split off into 3 teams once again. The 2 people with the maxed icebreakers are going to stay up here, while the other 2 people on each team are going to jump down and take their respective sides. Now, during this this strategy, you actually don't have to change during each one of the confluxes. What happens is 2 people will take the right, 2 people will take the left, and then the 2 people in the middle will focus on killing anything that comes up the stairs. That also protects anyone on the left and right's back from having to deal with any sort of trouble that may occur. Now, the people on the left and the right, they only have to worry about 2 spawning locations. They should be pretty covered. But the thing that you're going to have to watch out for is legions. Now, some people are going to get cut off coming from this right side, trying to go into the Spirit Bloom chest, because that is the strategy. When legions show up, you want to go over there and just wait for legions to disappear. If you fight them, someone can mess up and they get marked, and then you have to start over again, and that's a pain. So just don't even fight them. They'll disappear after a couple minutes, or just a minute of waiting in that cave. And if you can't get to the cave, you can jump on these out of bounds areas just for a little while, and you can make it over to this rock. I've never died while trying to come over here. It just hasn't happened. I know I'm a hunter, so I have a little bit of a better jump. I've never really tried it with a warlock or a titan, but it keeps you from having to deal with any kind of interference from the goblins that spawn, or the hobgoblins especially, that spawn at the very end of all 3 of these confluxes, and it keeps you safe. So that's probably the 2 best ways to do that. There's also, if you can't get into that cave, if you jump up on top of that rock, you can hide up there. I've seen a bunch of people do that too, and that'll keep you safe. Now, once you make it to Oricals, the 2 people in the middle, now their job isn't to just kill things in the middle, but they also have to kill the hobgoblins. When I was up there, there were 2 spots, this island, and then actually that island, I couldn't see the hobgoblin on, and that caused some problem for my teammates. I just instead focused on killing things in the middle when there was nothing there. But if you're getting shot by a hobgoblin, shoot it once and move on. It'll stop shooting at you for a while, and it'll give you enough time for the people at the top to take it out with an icebreaker. The only other thing that people at the top are going to do is call out locations of the oracles. We can see probably 5 to 6 locations from one of our spots. So make sure you know where your teammates are going to have to deal with minotaurs and oracles. Just keep shooting, and the people on the bottom are going to do their best not to die. Oracles shouldn't take that long. Like I said, they're only going to have to worry about 2 spawning locations because you're watching the middle. But if you do see 2 or more hobgoblins in one area, or you see like a minotaur, people at the top should just be whipping out the rocket launcher and taking them out from a distance. It's not that tough. You can see this spawn location, which there's a lot of hobgoblins that come out of here at one point in time. You can also see any of the minotaurs that come from upside the middle. Now, the people on the left and the right only have to deal with this one cave for spawning minotaurs. That automatically cuts out a ton of enemies that they don't have to deal with as long as you can cover them. So this location, yeah, they only have to worry about one side also. So, you know, this is a very easy way to make sure that you have everyone covered, everyone's dealing as much damage as they can at once, and you're protecting people. So probably the easiest strategy for doing these 3 areas all at once. But this will be the end of the video here, unless there has been a strategy that you haven't seen with me here. I'm pretty sure that this is the best way to do it. If you like this video, please drop a like. If you have any other strategies you'd like to see, please drop a comment and let me know what it is. And I'm going to do the Templar in the next video, and I'm probably going to upload that in about a day after this one goes up. So thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.